I'm going to give you a challenge that sounds almost insultingly simple. A challenge that can unlock a calmer mind, healthier and more satisfying relationships, a healthier body, genuine respect and influence, and sharper decisions. For the next 72 hours, in your thoughts, your words, and your actions, tell only the truth. Most people hear this and think, easy, I'm already an honest person. Those same people usually break inside the first hour. Because the moment you actually try this, you run into something uncomfortable. We lie far more than we think, to other people and to ourselves. Before we start, think about this for a second. Have you ever known someone you could trust to be completely honest about everything? How does it feel to be around them? Have you ever known someone you could count on to lie every time they open their mouth? How does it feel to be around them? How do you want to make other people feel? And how do you want to feel inside your own head? That is what this challenge is all about. Let's break down the benefits. 72 hours of honesty is a form of meditation. We usually think of meditation as sitting still and watching the breath. The point of that practice is not the breath itself. It is the noticing. You set an intention, your mind wanders, you catch it, and you come back over and over. The returning is the workout. Honesty works the same way. We lie on impulse, almost automatically before we have even decided to. We say whatever ends an uncomfortable moment fastest. Sorry, my mom is calling, I have to go. I can't make it tonight, I have to work late. We do it to ourselves too. I'll go out, but I only have one drink and then I'll leave early because I know I have work tomorrow. The challenge forces you to slow that reflex down. You start to feel the exact moment the lie wants to leave your mouth. You catch it, you pause, and you choose the truth instead. Every catch is a rep, just like coming back to the breath. After a few hours of this, you are not just being more honest, you are far more aware of what you actually think, feel, and want, which is the goal of meditation in the first place. I should note, honest does not mean rude. The rule is that you do not say false things. It's not a license to unload every critical thought you have. You're always allowed to stay quiet, to decline to answer, or to deliver a hard truth with kindness. Truth and cruelty are not the same thing, and you will see that distinction clearly in a minute. Honesty improves relationships. Little lies feel like kindness. They're usually self-protection. Each one helps you dodge an awkward moment, and each one quietly erodes the trust that the relationship is built on. Picture this. Your partner cuts their own hair and asks, "How does it look?" You glance around their head and notice 3 spots are clearly uneven. But you say, "It looks great, man. You did an amazing job." Later that day, a friend of theirs says, "Who cuts your hair, a blind man?" Your partner may never mention it to you. They might not even think about it consciously, but something just got filed away. I can't trust them to tell me the truth about this kind of thing. I'll ask someone else next time. You bought one comfortable moment and paid for it with a piece of trust. Look, the honest move was never, "Your hair is a disaster." It was something like, The back is a little uneven on this side. Want me to help even it out? See, that's true, and it's kind, and it's actually useful. Lies tend to feel generous in the moment, but truth, delivered with care, is something that lasts. Honesty calms the mind. Think about what a lie actually requires you to do. You have to hold the real version of events in your mind and the version you told. You have to remember who you told it to, keep your stories consistent, and monitor every future conversation so that the two never collide. It is like leaving browser tabs open in the back of your mind. One lie, a few tabs. A habit of small lies, dozens of tabs, all quietly running, all draining you. You feel it as a low background hum of stress without always knowing where it comes from. People come out of this 72 hours of truth describing a quiet they did not expect. And that quiet is just the sound of all those browser tabs closing. Honesty also leads to a healthier mind and body. This runs deeper than it sounds, and it comes down to something called cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is the discomfort you feel when your actions and your beliefs do not line up. You believe you want to be healthy, and you're eating a donut. That gap is uncomfortable, and your brain wants the discomfort gone. So you have three honest options: change the behavior, change the belief, or own the choice out loud. I know this will leave me bloated and sluggish later, and I am choosing it anyway. Lying to yourself is the cheat code that skips all three. It's just one, it's fine. I'll start my diet tomorrow. The little lie dissolves the discomfort without changing anything, so the behavior gets to continue, unexamined, forever. Self-deception is the engine that lets self-destructive patterns run on autopilot. This is also why it is nearly impossible to be rigorously honest and stay stuck in addiction at the same time. Addiction survives on denial. I can stop whenever I want. It's not that bad. Everyone does this. Take away the lies, and the behavior has nowhere to hide. That is exactly why so many recovery programs, like the one I work for, put rigorous honesty at the center of getting well. When you stop lying to yourself, you cannot help but see your life clearly. And once you see it clearly, you finally get to choose. Honesty also earns respect and influence. I have a friend. Let's call him Jonathan, because that's his name. He is one of the most honest people I know. If you invite him somewhere and he's not coming, he does not invent a reason. Just says, I am not going to make it. The first time I heard that, it stung a little bit because I was used to people softening it with an excuse. But something changed fast. I started to respect him more, not less. I never wonder whether Jonathan is saying the thing he actually believes. There's no gap to read between the lines, no hidden meaning to decode. His yes means yes, and his no means no. That is real influence. And it is the opposite of how most people chase it. We think people will respect us more if we tell them what they want to hear. The reverse is actually true. When you are known for telling the truth, even when it costs you, your words start to carry weight. People seek out your opinion precisely because they know it is real. A reputation for honesty is one of the few forms of authority you cannot fake and nobody can take from you. Honesty sharpens your decisions. Every decision you make is only as good as the information you feed it. And the most important source of that information is you, telling yourself the truth about your own situation. Go back to that one drink. The dishonest version is, I'll have one and head home, no problem. The honest version is, I know that once I have the first one, I usually end up having 4, and tomorrow always pays for it. Same person, same night. One of those versions is making a decision based on a flattering fiction. The other is working with the truth. So, how do you start living with honesty? First, take the challenge. For the next 72 hours, in your thoughts, your words, and your actions, tell only the truth. Here's a few things that will help you actually make it. Watch for the impulse with awareness. Most lies arrive before you have consciously decided to tell them. Your only job is to catch that half-second of hesitation and pause inside it. Think before you speak. You can always choose silence. You're never required to say everything that you think. You're only required not to say false things. I'd rather not get into that. It's completely honest. Aim for honest, not harsh. The hard truths land best when they are delivered with kindness. And treat every slip up the way a meditator treats a wandering mind. You will catch yourself mid-lie. That is not a failure. That is a rep. Notice it, name it, and come back to the truth. Just like in meditation. Catching it and correcting it is what builds the honesty habit. 3 days. No invented excuses. No comfortable little lies. No stories you tell yourself to feel okay about the things that are not okay. Just the truth. To others and to yourself. See how your mind feels by the end of it. I think it'll be quieter than you think. If you do try it, come tell me how it went. I would love to read about it.